Hello friends and welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you're back. If you are new, hi, my name's Rabbit and my pronouns are they, them, and I just wanted to pop in really quick to do like a little intro for this video. Just another one in my little Vlogoween, Vlogtober sort of collection. I feel like I've made so many of these videos this year that they will be coming out after October is over, but it is what it is. I'll do my best to get them out in time, but it's been a lot of stuff. Regardless, yeah, just wanted to pop in, say hello, happy spooky season, hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's gonna be like some cemetery time, some reading, some walking the leaves, a little bit of like bookstore, library, kind of like that situation, and even a Buffy trivia night. So I'm super, super excited. If that sounds like a good time to you, then please keep on watching, and I hope you enjoy.
So the day that I was filming this, I had just gotten off work. I had a very early shift, which is kind of rare for me, but I love it because I got to get off, I think, at like 2 o'clock, and I had the whole rest of the day ahead. So I thought, what better way to celebrate the beautiful changing of the leaves and all the autumn colors and flavors than to make fresh apple cider donuts with the apple juice that my parents had recently squeezed themselves from all these apples they had collected. My dad made his own kind of cider press using like a garburator and all these weights. He's a carpenter and just super creative, so he had managed to make this whole contraption, which made the absolute best apple juice in the world. And they're looking into making cider eventually too, but for now I technically made these apple cider donuts with just some apple juice. But regardless, I think it was the best that I'd ever tasted. And since I had so much dough, I made some of them into like little cupcakes and some of them into donuts, just because I only have one little tiny thing of donut liners. As usual, I'll put the recipes in the description, but I'm going ahead and filling a bag with my dough so I can go ahead and squeeze it into all the little molds. I found this way easier than like trying to scoop everything in with a spoon. And apple cider donuts are something that I found out about last year, and when everyone talked about them in their like spooky fall vlogs and all their like cozy autumn girl content and whatever, they just seem so tasty. But as usual with delicious treats, most of them are not vegan by nature, so if I want to enjoy them I have to make them myself. Lucky for me, I love baking, so it's always a fantastic time when I have the excuse to try out something that I'd never heard of before or recreate an old favorite. I think apple cider donuts are going to be a tradition for me now every year. And luckily, Cage really likes them too. I'm usually not a fan of cinnamon and lots of spices in general. I try, and I've been like trying to expand my palate and stuff, but regardless, I'm coating all of the little donuts with a layer of butter and cinnamon sugar. And despite me not being a cinnamon fan, these little things absolutely turn my heart around on that. They are so freaking tasty. There's something about like the butter and the sugar, the smell of them when they're baking, they're so fresh, and these are for sure the best I've ever made, I think purely because of that apple juice. So it was just an absolutely delightful time. But I hadn't just made these donuts to, you know, snack around in my house, which that would have been fine, but these were donuts that had a purpose. I had been really craving going to the cemetery and having a little bit of like an evening date there, since pretty much every time before when Cage and I go to the cemetery, it tends to be during the day to have like a picnic, to read in the sunshine, to look at the leaves, but usually, yeah, during the day, because most of the cemeteries around me, at least on their website, they say they close at 4 p.m. Luckily, I had found a cemetery that was open till 11, so I'm getting all dressed up nice, pack up those apple cider donuts, as well as apple juice that I've warmed up and added a cinnamon stick and star anise and just made all delicious and beautiful, and have my little picnic basket packed up and get going to the graveyard.
Hello friends, just popping in really quick to do a show of the outfit before I go out. So I've got my little, oh my god, this one's falling down, got my little gravestone hair clips, extra appropriate because Cage and I are about to go to the graveyard. I just made some apple cider donuts, and I'm gonna warm up some homemade apple juice that my parents squeezed themselves and warm it up, put some cinnamon in there, and we're gonna go and have a beautiful evening time in the graveyard together. I was wearing a different choker, but it snapped because I sneezed right before I filmed this, so it is what it is. Change it out for this one. Then I've got this little DIY vampire necklace that I made. Little bat earrings. This is a poncho that I DIY'd last year, and I like it because it's like fun and bat shaped. It's also super, super cozy, and it's got adorable bat wings on the back. Then underneath that, I'm wearing a long sleeve thrifted black velvet top. with just like a tank top underneath, and then over that I have this faux corset belt thing that I got at Hot Topic, and then below that I have like this other belt that I got online forever ago, and then this is like one of those Halloween tablecloths that has like a haunted house kind of design at the bottom, but I turned it into a skirt, and I think it's really, really cool for the spooky season. You can see that cool pattern. So yeah, it's got like kind of a gravestone, ghosties, spiderweb, that kind of situation. And I'm just gonna put on some big boots, get my basket, and get going. So I hope to take you with me. Let's go have a nice time in the graveyard.
So this is one of Cage and I's favorite local cemeteries because it's next to this absolutely spectacular garden. They're just side by side, and while we only visited the cemetery side today, I just feel like there's something so poetic about all the life bursting and growing forth on the garden side, and then the peacefulness and serenity of all the gravestones, the falling leaves, the autumn colors. It's just absolutely fantastic. This cemetery is really special to us. It has a lot of very simple graves on one side, but certain sides of it also have these incredibly intricate pieces, gorgeous statues, Celtic knots on crosses, pillars, different colors of stones, and all sorts of beautiful mosses growing over the super old stones. Where I live in Canada, it's often hard to find things that don't feel super modern. Most of the city is very new. So being able to visit places like this, where you can feel all the time that has passed and witness the history and see all these lives, it's, I don't know, really special, serene, peaceful. This was one of Cage and I's first times ever going to a cemetery at night, and walking around before the sun was setting was absolutely incredible. I was so grateful that we had gone. There's something about the smell of the rotting leaves in the air, all the reds and oranges around us, the rays of light peeking through the clouds while it was like mostly overcast. And one of the specialist things, this was just kind of funny, was that I think I saw another goth person taking pictures. I can't be for sure, but it was a person dressed in all black with black lipstick and a fancy little hat, and they had someone who looked like maybe their dad or a professional photographer with like a tripod and lights and everything that was like kind of following them around. So I don't know, it was just really exciting to see like another person all clad in black with like their flowing skirts and everything be like, hello. I didn't speak to them because I was too shy, but yeah, whenever I see fellow alternative people out in the wild, it makes me really happy. But I've never seen one in a cemetery, so extra special. We wanted to find a good and cozy spot to set up near before the sun completely set, so we found a nice tall hill with lots of trees surrounding us and a view of the city that we could sit in the middle of. I spread out our picnic blanket that we had brought from home, got our apple cider out, and got our little donuts out and ready to go. I love having picnics with Cage. It's like one of my favorite bonding activities with him, and I think he really enjoys it too. There's just something about like chatting in the nature, especially when you watch the sunset around you, that is completely, I say it all the time, but magical. I had brought a little tea light candle and a jack-o'-lantern glass holder for it because I knew that there weren't any lights in the cemetery and I didn't want us to get lost. We just stayed to watch the sunset pretty much, and before it got completely pitch black we did head home. But it was incredibly special to sit in the cemetery together, to enjoy the silence, to enjoy the glowing light, to enjoy the sunset and the sky darkening around us. There's just something so special about spending time with the people you love in special places to you both. And I just felt incredibly lucky and grateful to get to experience that day.
Hello friends, it is October 8th as I am filming this, and I had the entire day off. It was fantastic. I just got a bunch of editing done. It was beautiful weather out every time I went outside because I had to go to the grocery and stuff. The leaves were like crunching on the ground and the sun was shining, and I was just like, yes, the fall is wonderful. The next 2 days it's supposed to rain, so I'm just super, super pleased. I am a little bit cute and dressed up, or at least trying to be. This is kind of my like goth fairy sort of inspired look, which I haven't gone for in a really long time, but I love it and miss it, so it's time to do it tonight. Basically I'm going to a dark 80s club night, goth night, DJ night sort of situation at one of my local bars. It's a little further than I usually go, but it's okay. Cage and I can scooter if it gets into a big deal. Basically just wanted to pop in and show the outfit before I left. So I think I've worn like a variation of this on my channel before, but it's a good outfit, so updating it and bringing it along today. So I got my little bow and hair clips and the pigtails. It's super, super fun. For makeup, I've added some little bats on each side, and I got like purple eyeshadow. I was gonna do purple and green, but I think just the purple is fun as well. Tried out my new lipstick from Makeup Revolution, I think. It's like black and sparkly, and I really like it. It's not sparkly when you put it on, but the outside is. Very, very fun. For jewelry, I've got these For jewelry, I have these fairy hoop earrings that go very well with like the whole fairy theme. Then I've got this choker that I got online and just added a spider to. I've got this necklace that looks like multiple necklaces, but it's just one with like 4 strands. And then this little like crow skull choker that I DIY'd. Got some rings on. Got these arm warmers on that I got forever ago. They used to be green, but I dyed them black, and they're like from my hippie phase. However, they have like a bunch of fishnet and go really well with the kind of like an apocalypse distress style, so I think they work. I also paired some jingly silver bracelets over those. And then it's a little cold out. I know these won't do much, but I have some fishnet tights on as sleeves. And then for my top, this is like a green velvet tank top that I got in the lingerie section of the thrift store, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Has this really delicate like eyelash lace around the top and the bottom, but the bottom's tucked in so you can't see it. That's what the back looks like. And then I'm wearing this belt that I'm keeping my ID and my phone and like all my important lipstick, whatever stuff in. Sort of like a festival belt. I got it online quite a long time ago, and it's like so handy. I absolutely love fanny packs that have this very like apocalyptic elf festival fairy, like amazing. Then this skirt, absolutely incredible. I found this piece when I was probably like 15 or so at the thrift store. It's like purple and black and lacy, and it's stunning, and I almost sold it on Depop when I was like 17 before I came to my senses and was like, no, I'll want this again, because I was in a hippie phase, so I wasn't wearing stuff like this. But now I'm like back into it, and I'm so happy that I kept this. This thing is stunning. Also, I don't know if you can tell that I'm sparkly, but I put on a bunch of body glitter, because what is a fairy look if you're not wearing a bunch of eco-friendly, but still body glitter, eco-friendly body glitter that like biodegrades and all that. I'm using this one. This is like ancient. You can't even read the label anymore, but it's fairy dust from Lush, and it smells like bubblegum, and it's all like sparkly and iridescent, and I put it on before getting dressed so I just like feel extra ethereal and fairy-like. But yes, that's the purple skirt, and like with the belt over top, it just like gives it an extra fun bit of layering. Then for leg wear, I have a pair of ripped fishnet tights with just a pair of black tights that are also ripped to give this kind of fun spiderweb look. And then I have my boots that I got from Facebook Marketplace. No purse because I have the belt. So that's the look tonight. I hope it's going to be an amazing time. Super excited. Yeah, I just wanted to pop in really quick. I also trimmed my bangs, so I can't tell if they look good or they look terrible, but either way. I also have hoodie for when I'm walking down there because I don't want to get cold. And that's all I got for you. I'm off now to the Dark 80s night, and I hope it's an amazing time. See you in the next clip.
The club night was so much fun. It was our first time at this venue, and it was absolutely amazing. This place only had 1 floor, unlike the last one that had 2, so everyone was concentrated in one spot. And though the dancing didn't start until kind of later, it was so much fun. Cage isn't really a dancey kind of guy, and he doesn't really love to party, but I love to dance, and I'm not gonna say I love to party, but you know, I like to have fun. So being able to like go there with him and just to have a little bit of fun together was super delightful. The art in the place was absolutely amazing. They had a lot of trans inclusive stuff, which always just, you know, makes me smile to see. And they also had a ton of tattoo art around the walls. They had a photo booth and just super interesting kinds of stuff. The bathrooms, as bar bathrooms usually are, were super fun and full of graffiti. The best part about it, in my opinion, was that the entire menu was vegan. I got these delicious vegan nachos to share with Cage, and I just can't wait to go back, like, just because the food was that good. And I got this lemonade vodka that I'd never tried before, but was insanely good. Plus, our bartender was actually one of Cage's previous tattoo clients, so she was super sweet. We got some free shots. She was just an absolute delight, and it's just cool to have such a small world.
Hello friends, it is October 9th and I just wanted to do like a really quick outfit check because I'm gonna go out with Cage really soon. We're gonna go to the bookstore and maybe if I can convince Cage we can like walk through the nearby park and look for spiderwebs because I have my supplies for spiderweb preservation in my backpack. So real quick, the outfit, got my hair up, got my little bone hair clips in, some of my favorites, they're so good. Just pretend I'm wearing lipstick, I'm gonna be wearing a mask, so that's why I'm not bothering. Then I've got little axe earrings, which are so fun. This big double choker that I love. This thrifted necklace that has a tarot card on it. This little like fake rosary necklace with the bat that I sort of DIY'd by just putting like a charm on a black beaded necklace, and this one with a bat that I fully DIY'd by like attaching all the stars and doing the thing. So that was super fun. Then for sweater, I would normally wear my like hoodie with the patches on it, but since my backpack has patches on it, I was like, let's not overkill it. This hoodie, this cardigan, I originally got to put patches all over. Sorry, adjusting you. I originally got it in order to put patches all over, but I haven't done it yet, and then I forgot it in an Uber, and I had to pay like $20 to go get it, which is more than I paid for it in the first place, so annoying. But yes, this is the backpack that I think I must have published the video on how I made this by now. This is like my cool backpack, but I'm just wearing it with a plain cardigan. And then underneath is where the cool stuff happens. So I have this amazing crochet spiderweb crop top that my pal and a person who I met through YouTube, B, made for me. This is like so freaking cool. They don't live very close, but we did hang out one time and it was super awesome. But otherwise, hi, if you're watching, hope you're doing good. I was worried it might be too much spiderweb on spiderweb, but I don't really care. I'm wearing underneath that this spiderweb slip dress that I made out of like mesh fabric over top this white slip dress that my best friend from university gave me. So it's all, yeah, very spiderwebby, and then I added this like chain belt over top. Very fun. It's still like pretty hot out in my city, so it should be fine. And then for leg and footwear, I just have a pair of ribbed tights and ribbed fishnets layered on top of each other with my favorite demonias. So off we go. Very excited, hope to bring you along with me a little bit. All right, let's go.
So this is one of my absolute favorite bookstores to go to. It has 3 floors. The top 2 are all their kind of newer stuff, special editions, and really just gorgeously printed stuff. But the best spot is the downstairs. It's completely windowless, so everything is just lit by these string fairy lights, and though it looks bright in the shots, it's pretty dark and cozy down there. There's nothing that can describe the smell, but if you've been in a vintage bookstore, you know that smell of old books. My favorite part of the store is their enormous comic book selection. I could get lost in these stacks just sitting there in corners for ages. They have lots of comfy little spots and so many shelves that interweave that it feels like you could get lost at any moment. They also have a lot of beautiful local art on display, so it's always fun to see what they've got. I had picked up a book for my dad for his birthday, and we were on our way. We decided to walk to the park and buy a bucket of popcorn at our local movie theater, so we had something to snack on. It's fun because they use this really cute vintage packaging, and since Cage had gotten a book while we were at the bookstore, he wanted to spend a little bit of time in the park to read. While he read, I got to wander around and just look at the leaves, smell those autumn smells, and enjoy some of that last sunshine on my skin. It was incredibly special. There were so many crows cawing around us, which is just one of my favorite noises. This particular park has such a variety of beautiful plants. A lot of them are just like native to the area, but a lot of them are also like maintained in gardens, and since it's the end of the season, they're all slowly rotting. And I know that a lot of people don't like rotten flowers, but to me there's just something incredibly beautiful about all the shades of like brown and the crunchiness, the dying of everything, specifically the smell. I think it's the smell that gets me. Seeing the light filter on everything, just making the leaves even more golden than they were, it felt like a completely magical and special time. One of the reasons that I had wanted to go to the park though was to look for any spider webs, since I had wanted to preserve some ever since I had watched this amazing video by Catherine Young. I'll link the specific video below, but she's an amazing creator on YouTube and had made this spiderweb preserving video, and I'd wanted to try it ever since. So this was my chance. However, Cage, since he did not want to get caught for spray painting thing, we did not film it. But regardless, I'll be sure to link Catherine's video so you can see the tutorial of how to do it. And don't break any laws while you're spray painting things. When I got back home, I had this little tiny frame, and this is the spiderweb that Cage and I collected. It's on just like this little piece of cardstock. I'm taking the piece of glass that comes from the frame and placing it in a spot that I think will look good. I originally thought it would be nice to put it in the center, but since the paint of the spiderweb is really more concentrated on one side, I decided to put it kind of more in the corner. And I honestly think this layout looks really, really nice. Once I had chosen a good spot for it, I very gently traced around it. Once I have the shape that I need to cut out, I can use scissors to cut it out, and then just put that piece of paper on the back of the glass, put it in the frame, and my little preserved real-life spiderweb is good to go. I would love to do more of these projects, and Cage and I are going camping soon, so I'm going to bring all my supplies to preserve more spiderwebs, and hopefully we can find some more.
Hey friends, sorry if you can hear my laundry right now. I got back from a camping trip the other day and I've just been doing laundry all day since I got back from work. But hi, wanted to pop in and show my outfit, though this isn't really the exciting part of it. I'm going to a Buffy the Vampire Slayer trivia night tonight, which is amazing. First, I've never been to a trivia night. Second, I've never thought that there was a trivia night that I could like be good at, other than if it was like maybe Monster High related. But Buffy? I'm here. I've watched all the behind the scenes. I have all the DVDs. I've watched every season like 3 times. I watched a bunch of YouTube like I am ready. It's gonna be so freaking cool. And the best part about it is that I can wear my Buffy the Vampire Slayer jacket that I made, and I will finally be appreciated. Because lots of times I will wear it out and I'll just be like, please tell me there's a Buffy fan. Please tell me there's like someone who's like, oh my gosh, is your jacket? And then I'll be like, yes, do you love Buffy too? And so far that's never happened when I've worn it out. But today, it's the time to shine. It will be appreciated and I will make so many friends. I hope, because Cage is meeting me there. Like maybe an hour or 2 into it. He's still tattooing. It's like 6 p.m. right now. I think he has another 2 hours. So I'm gonna go alone to the bar. I'm so nervous. Like what? It should be fine. It should be like a super chill night. Plus it's like a Wednesday. Like it's gonna be fine. It's a Wednesday. It's chill. For the outfit today, got my little bone hair clips. Definitely need to wash my hair after camping, but it's fine. Got these little axe earrings. I wanted to wear some kind of weapon earrings. It was between like the knives and like these little swords and the axes, but I thought that like axes were most Buffy-ish out of all of them. Then for neckwear, I've got like this one, little moon necklace, Werewolf Oz kind of representing there. This little lock and key for all our relationships, and a rosary, because, you know, Buffy with the rosaries, plus this one that's just like a bunch of strands and very fun. This top that I'm wearing, I DIY'd it out of like a super big top, but it's like a little fun crop top with big loose sleeves, and then underneath I've just got like a tank top and a pair of ripped pantyhose. I'm gonna wear the sweater, though it's very hot in my house right now, but if you're interested in the Buffy jacket, I have a whole video all about it. And then just got like a big belt on with a big chain. Got a super plain and boring black jean belt from the thrift store. Then layers upon layers of ripped pantyhose, like a little heart garter and a little like spike garter, and then some of my favorite, most comfortable walking boots that still have platforms. I'm ready to slay this trivia night. It's gonna be so freaking cool. Wish me luck. I'm on my way, and I hope I get there safe. Okay, see you guys soon. So that's all I got for you today. Really hope you enjoyed spending this little slice of the spooky season with me. There will be lots of Vlogoween kind of content that I'll like link below, and it'll be coming out and all those kind of beautiful things. So yes, please give yourself a big hug from me. Thanks again for watching, especially till the end. That means the world to me, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye for now. See ya.